everyone, welcome back to my gaming channel. My name is Roxanne and today we're going to play a RPG called Harmony on the PlayStation 5. And in this game we're going to play with Polly. Polly has moved away from her hometown Athena, but when her mother has disappeared, she is coming back, and then she finds a strange amulet that drops her, or throws her, the description says, into a parallel world called Reverie. We're going to play a demo, so I don't know how far we will go, but let's find out. Don't forget to put on your headphones for the most immersive experience, and let's go! Okay, here we are. Let's go! Oh, select the save slot. That's so retro. Sure. Oh, look at these graphics. It's like we're in an anime. That must be Polly. Who is Laszlo? That must be her hometown, Athena. There isn't much dialogue. I don't know why. Oh, we're in the future! Flying cars. That's one upgraded Google Glass. I can use that. Oh, is that our home? What kind of building is that? What was that? Ghost? Old workshop. Menu, hide interface, auto text. Everything looks the same, but it feels so different. I dropped my bag in my old room. It's been 10 years since I moved out of this place. 5 years since the last time I managed to come back for holidays. Okay. When I was young, this island felt so small, but now I'm realizing I was wrong about that. It's not small, it's just that I was growing up. I had my own ideas, needed some time away, alone. Well, I get that. You've got to separate from your parents sometime. Back then it felt like all the space here was meant for other, more important people. That's sad. And by people I mean my mother. Was she like neglected? Ursula. Oh, that's such a bad name for mother. It feels so like she's a villain, you know, from Disney. She's always been so purposeful, so dedicated, so focused. She casts a long shadow. The Naiads? Now I find myself stepping back into the place where we lived together for so many years. The Naiads. A big residence open to all, filled with artists and creatives. So is that like a community home or something? The backbone of Alma, the surrounding neighborhood, at least it was. She's telling me all this stuff. Why are you not showing me? You know, show, don't tell. That's one of the rules as a writer. With Ursula gone missing, the place feels empty now, almost abandoned. But she really just... Did she just call her mother Ursula, or is she switching between mother and Ursula? That's a little confusing. I decided to go straight to my mother's room, to the heart of the problem. Is that the heart of the problem? Is a room a problem? Everything looks familiar and everything feels strange. I hear a sound and some instinct freezes me in place. Nobody's home. The noise emerges from somewhere inside my mother's room. A heartbeat and a gentle purr-like rattling. A soothing sound. It's like I'm reading a novel, an interactive novel. A call, a name whispered, chanted. I feel compelled to open the door and going to happen? Is she going to find the amulet? Going to another world via the bathtub? Well, okay. Well, shit hit the fan really fast. Hi girl! You look awesome! I like your fashion taste. Oh. Wow. It's like lotus trees? Where am I? The world around me, I've never seen anything like it. An endless panorama, a limitless horizon, my head spins. And there, looking at me like an old friend, is a girl. She seems surprised, as if my presence was a shock to her. Well, that's kind of an understatement. She looked really, really shocked.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Hello, Blaze.
Take your time, Sprout.
Oh?
It's not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
That's true. My ears are ringing, head swimming. I feel like I'm in the strangest dream ever, but I take a breath and focus.
There you go. You'll get the hang of it in no time.
Who is this person? She puts down the game console she was playing with and rushes over to me.
So, I guess we've got a lot to discuss.
I think so too, girl.
Who are you? I'm Polly.
Oh, now she can speak.
Actually, you're Harmony for us over here.
Oh? She seems to be looking at my clothes and... What happened? Why am I dressed like a priestess? Breathe. I need to breathe.
I'm Bliss. This world is Reverie. And it's in big trouble.
Oh, I've got a quest.
What?
Yes, what?
Both my world and yours are on the brink of collapse.
Oh, so sad.
Not pillaged and plundered by an invading army or something cool like that. No, this is ugly. Bad news. Collapsing from within, you know?
Oh?
Wait, slow down, please. I was just in my mother's room, and I picked up this necklace, and...
Was your mother a priestess?
See this?
See what? Your drink? Oh, the girl points to an object floating in the middle of the platform. An orb. It sort of looks like a heart, wreathed in blue flames. It's radiating a powerful surge of emotions. How do I know this?
Don't look at it for too long, Sprout. It'll bum you out.
Oh.
It's incredible.
And yet, it's fragile. More than it has ever been.
Is it like some kind of power source for this world? I take a few steps toward it. Waves of comforting warmth and ancient cold wash over me. So these are her thoughts. We're inside her head. That's cool, actually. Sensations of solitude and togetherness, emptiness and excess. I'm on the verge of tears, gripped by a sense of helpless sorrow beyond my control.
I know who you are. And I know you have to touch the heart of Reverie.
The heart? Yes, the heart. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Touch it! Touch it and see the future!
Oh, touch it, touch it, touch it. Okay, let me touch it. I can fly. My fingers seem to go right through the surface. It's neither cold nor hot, softly rough. I feel a slight shock, almost imperceptible.
What the...
What the hell?
You're connected to Reverie now. You'll be able to travel between our world and yours.
Yes!
What do you
Fast
mean,
travel?
I have so many questions.
Fast travel.
Looks like you're searching for your mother. This'll point you in the right direction.
Oh, she's here. She's not dead. That's good.
Introducing the Augural. An amazing tool you can use to strategize and plan out the future.
Plan out my future?
How do I use it?
The girl takes a sip of her drink and a few seconds to reply. Is this simply the theatrics, or is she figuring out the best way to explain?
See for yourself, Sprout.
Sprout. I like that nickname. Oh, welcome to Harmony. This tutorial will give you all the knowledge you need to explore the world. Oh, the story. First steps. What is this? Where am I? Notifications, confirm menu. Story notes. The future is visible to you in the form of interconnected nodes. Each node contains a fragment of story that you can choose to unveil. Closest tutorial to use, X on the first node to select it. So can we like get different endings, you know, because of, it seems like it. Dare, truth, a new phase. Doesn't matter which path we take, it seems like. It will get us to the new phase, but truth or dare. First steps. Confirm. When a node is selected, information about its fragment of story appears on the right of your screen. Use this information to plan your journey through the story. Well, the information of first steps is, what is this? Where am I? Close this tutorial and use X again on the node to see the fragment it contains. Okay. What happened? What the hell just happened?
Your Gruel allows you to see the future. That's this board, you know? Before today, time was linear for you. From now on, well, it dances to your tune.
Okay.
It's incredible. How? How come I can do that?
I'm an aspiration. Me and my friends need a heart to exist. But our heart is weak.
So she's an aspiration and she needs like that floaty thingy, a blue thingy over there, a heart to exist.
And
but it's
you-
weak.
You're special, Sprout. You can help us.
Why-
You can save us all.
Why do you look like you adore me? Bliss attempts to smile, but it looks forced. I don't find it to be forced. She looks really content. Perhaps because I look so confused. For a moment the word means nothing to me. But why me, and why was the necklace in my mother's room? Could this, what was it again? Agorol? Be the key to finding my mother.
Let's start with something easy.
Easy. Okay.
Truth or dare?
Oh, there we go. Truth or dare, is she serious? The light in her eyes tells me so. She's serious. What shall we pick? The question symbol means that only one of the next two notes can be played. The other will be blocked forever. Choose which part of the story you want to see unfold. Well, not forever. We can always, you know, go back to the beginning and try the entire game all over again. Just choose differently next time. Choose which part of the story you want to see unfold. What do you want? Don't know where this is going, but talking seems less risky. Talking? None of this is real, so let's just go with the flow, right? Well, I really believe it's real. If I'm gonna, you know, like suspend my disbelief, I'm gonna go with that this shit is real, so I'm gonna go with truth. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened. Yes, confirm. Let's go with the truth. I wonder how you can play this game with some kind of immortal child. But I accept.
Truth.
Oh,
Tell me about your mum. Do you like her?
words are spilling out of my mouth uncontrollably.
Things are difficult between us.
Good. You made a choice. And now, what we're experiencing is unique and special.
All at once I feel ashamed. What was I thinking to open up to this unknown entity so much and so suddenly?
Don't worry about that.
Hang on, can she hear my thoughts? She needs to stop.
I'm trying, but I can't help catching some of them. Like listening to a foreign lingo you half know. But go on. Tell me about your mother.
She's got some real superpowers. It takes me a couple of seconds to refocus.
You make it sound so clinical. It's just that I never knew her. I mean,
You never knew your mother? I can feel Bliss's presence in my head retreating, being pushed back. I can actually keep her out of my thoughts if I concentrate hard enough. So I continue.
she's always been there, pushing me, picking me up after failures and mistakes.
That doesn't seem all too bad, right?
But who she really is, deep down, as a person, I have no clue.
Really? You don't know your mother? You don't know what kind of person she is? That's weird. We're suddenly back at the Naiads. If not for the familiar surroundings, I might not have noticed the shift.
What the?
Is this your room? Nice.
Oh, hello!
Oh,
Welcome to my place, girl.
you're here?
Well, sort of. I'm really still in reverie, but with a bit of effort, we aspirations can push ourselves into brittle.
Brittle.
And as you shifted yourself back here, I thought I'd come with.
Okay, you're welcome.
I did?
Don't worry about it. Those new powers of yours will take a bit of getting used to.
Okay.
Now, where were we? Oh yeah, your mum.
My finger traces circles on the desk. A mandala of dust.
Would you say she was distant?
Hell yeah.
Always. She kept me at bay. Refused to let me into her world. She wanted me to become this great artist.
So mommy had a dream and she like projected it on you.
And instead I went into medical research.
Well, that's what you wanted.
She was always there, always present, but never close. Does that make sense?
So are we like in therapy now? Why am I asking? My stomach hurts. Why am I hurting myself?
She never even cried. When Dad left, she simply closed that book and opened another one.
That's cold. Well, it's probably a survival mechanism. My fingers paint an infinite spiral again and again. It feels soothing, like I'm making a bridge to connect two different drawings. So please, are you my therapist? And we're back! And we're suddenly and brutally back in the other world.
What's going on?
Don't ask me. You're the one who brought us here.
Oh!
Traveling between worlds like it's nothing is, well, shows what amazing powers you have.
She really looks like she adores me. I smile. The futures are slowly unfolding. Polly can catch a glimpse of the future, but entire parts of it sometimes remains hidden from her. Notes with I think it's a closed eye symbol will hide all the notes behind them. Hidden notes cannot be interacted with. They conceal all information about the fragment they contain. You will need to progress through the augural until you reach this note to reveal and see beyond it. On the augural, use L2 or R2 to zoom in and out. Use R to move the camera. Okay, so we did this, we chose this path of truth, and now we're going to go to a new phase. I can feel someone else coming. Damn, this is weird. So we cannot go, cannot see these things, of course. Okay, so a new phase. Well, there's nothing else we can do, so just let's go with the new phase. I open my eyes again. The two paths have merged into one.
Go on, what do you see? What do you feel?
What do you feel?
I sense a new being,
She really does sound like a
a
therapist.
new force. It's getting closer.
That, I believe,
Oh!
would be me.
Hello, sir! How you doing? Mr. Power! A tall silhouette comes into focus before my eyes, surrounded by electric blue fish dancing in the air. Blue fish dancing in the air? Really? I knew Bliss was tiny, but now she looks positively minuscule.
I am power. An aspiration like our minuscule Bliss over there.
Oh, you can look into my mind too. You read my mind too? I'm going to have to work harder to keep it out of my head.
No offense, Bliss.
Yeah, Bliss, no offense, girl.
None taken. I prefer the term fun-sized.
Fun-sized! A little laugh slips out of me. Suddenly this whole situation feels absurdly mundane. As though I've always been part of this.
You must be Harmony.
Well, yes! Who are you, dude? You know, except that your name is Power and that you have dancing fish around you. Harmony, what a name. Am I one of them?
You have seen how weak our heart is. It won't last long.
You don't have to be angry about that.
Great changes would come to pass. You might even call them cataclysmic.
Oh. The ground beneath me suddenly feels shaky, unstable.
What can I do? I'm just looking for my mother. I didn't ask for any of this.
You now know that chance does not exist. The futures laid out before you will force your hand.
So I'm looking for my mother, I find this strange amulet and now I'm like a goddess?
They will require you to make choices. Choices that are ruthless, difficult, even painful.
You know, that escalated like really quick.
Choose wisely, follow your objective, and your diligence will be rewarded with a valuable resource.
Ah, knew I forgot something.
Oh.
There's this energy called egregor, right? It's basically how we exist in your world. It kind of tastes like, you know that blue soda?
No.
Egregor is rare and powerful. It is not to be drunk. Some choices you make will generate egregor and bind us together. Use it wisely.
So this game is all about making choices. It's a narrative game. This is actually the gameplay, I guess. You can't like really walk around with your character. You're going to have to, you know, play by accessing the story. You gotta choose which path you're going to take, and it exists, this game, from dialogue, I guess. Dialogue and player choices.
What? What are you expecting from me?
The aspirations meet my doubts with a knowing look. I don't like that they can see my thoughts, read my intentions.
Ah, you got it. I can tell because your mind's gone all hard. Difficult to hear.
I do like the characters though. It looks like I'm getting better at pushing them away from what's in my head.
We have much more to tell you, but a good leader knows what to reveal and what to leave unsaid. For now, of course.
Okay. The two aspirations look at each other. Something is shared in their glance, an emotion, a memory, but I don't know what it is. I'll need to find out by
The
myself.
key is your mother, Harmony.
Her disappearance must be linked with what happened here.
Well, I guess that's a really grand probability. A pause, they glance at each other.
Some of our number are lost, scattered.
And we work better if we're a team.
So I have to find the other aspirations now? How many of them are there?
But that's for later. Right now, the priority is your mother.
So where is she?
Exactly.
We must find her. Or else...
Your heart will get weaker?
The look in their eyes tell me I'm right.
Find your mother. Explore the futures.
I do like the graphics. I do really like that I'm in, you know, some kind of anime. I do like it. It's different. Other games. I know the view from up here is stunning. My head feels heavy, so much has been dropped on me, so much. I need to close my eyes. You probably need to take a nap. Objectives. A new objective node has been revealed. Objective nodes are marked by a ray of light shining from their center. Try to reach them to progress through the story. Use square to open the notifications panel and see the new objective nodes. Power, harmony, objectives along road ahead. So I did this, I did that. The awakening, I'm back on Earth. Was all of that real? Kind of home. I can't go here until I... Oh, that's as far as you can see, Sprout. You'll need to give one of us egregore to get there. So I can like... I can choose to go further into the future. Well, let's just do this. I can tell right away that I'm not in Reverie anymore. The sun over Athena is hot and dry. I stretch out my arms, feeling the muscles there resting. A minute, I just need a minute to think this through. I came here to find my mother, discovered the necklace that transported me far away. Now I'm able to instantly travel between worlds and talk to gods.
Is that it?
It wasn't a dream. All my studies into the human mind, all my research, I've never heard of anything like this. It wasn't a seizure or hallucination. This was all the legends and tales my mother wrote about in her poetry, all the stories she told me as a kid. An invisible world opened up in front of me with Yaagro. I need to act, I need to embrace this. These two nodes are blocked by a barrier. Barriers block access to certain nodes until they are removed. It seems crystals are required to unlock either of these two nodes. Well, those symbols show that you need a bliss or a power crystal to progress through the story. Crystals can be gained as you progress through the Agoro. Crystals, here are the crystals you seek. Do you see, well, those symbols on the upper part of these two nodes? Progress through the Agoro and play one of them to gain a crystal and break the corresponding barrier. Crystals can materialize in different forms depending on which aspiration they are bound to. Okay, so an awakening. Okay, so I'm like a long road. So I have to get here. And it doesn't really matter which road I take, it just means that I have to get here. But I have to make options with which aspiration I'll, you know, connect to. Or I'll, yeah, I guess that's it. Well, I like bliss. So, a kind of home, at last a familiar face. So how do I like gain crystals? What do? I walk back inside, my head still swirling with words, names, predictions. And then, Nora. I can hear her footsteps outside the room. No nurse, she's about to barge in. I rub my eyes and rub my hands through my hair, trying to wake from reverie.
Polly?
Hi, Nora. I can feel tears in my eyes, a sweet taste in my mouth, static electricity grazing my shoulders and arms.
Polly! You're here!
Hello, girl!
Nora! Come here!
Give me a big hug! She crosses the room and we hug. It's the first human contact I've had in months. Why? Where have you been for like months? What have you been doing? Working in your lab? She feels so good, so warm and familiar.
How are you?
Good! I mean, fine, considering what's going on.
It's okay. We'll find her. I know we will.
So where are the police actually? Are they
So
doing
much has
something?
happened.
Or are they doing nothing?
Tell me.
Hold
Tell
on, I need
me.
some coffee. It's keeping my brain from rotting.
She drinks coffee now. She's definitely older, a young woman. In the kitchen, Nora makes us both coffee and launches into, well, about 8 different stories at once, all tangled together. I wanted to hide the interface above, but when I press the L button everything goes away, so it's really not... I really don't know why I can, use this button. Probably to make a screenshot or something. Okay, well, whatever. She hasn't changed. Always carrying an entire world of plots and characters and charming adventures with her, a neuroverse of energy.
And yeah, Grandpa's gone through all 5 stages of grief, though for a while I thought he was stuck on denial.
A smile as she hands over a huge mug filled to the brim with caffeine. Bliss!
Nothing beats a really cheap, super strong coffee.
What you doing here, girl?
Can she see you?
Oh, no. No, you're fine. Just don't start talking to yourself. Weirds people out.
I'm so sorry. I'm talking so much. Can't believe it's the first time you've been back in years.
Yeah, it's...
Hard to handle.
Oh, I know. Things were difficult with Ursula.
It doesn't feel good to admit my mother always showed more love and affection to Nora than to me. I'm not jealous. Nora deserves love, but... So Nora's an artist. Is that why she got so much love from Ursula? It's hard to stop thinking about reasons behind it. Was I harder to love?
But she'd been different lately. We had a fight before she went missing.
Ursula was upset with you.
Nora's always gotten along well with my mother. I can't remember the last time they fought.
Have you heard about all the job openings at MK?
MK? Nora wants to join MK? A few months ago she was telling me how intrusive and problematic they were.
The city's getting more expensive by the minute, and the pay's good, and it's interesting work, I guess. Did I mention the pay? Because, Paul, we're barely getting by here. And there's this school I'd like to go to, a rather expensive school, but Ursula felt I was betraying myself, and we had a fight, and I had to sleep at a friend's place for a couple of days.
So, is Nora like the same age as Polly, or is she younger? She's talking about going to a school, so is she in high school? Is she going to college?
That bad?
I just needed some space, some air.
A shiver of static electricity's back through my fingers up my back. The necklace feels lighter around my throat.
I know MK isn't perfect, but I can't live here forever. No way I can move out without a job.
So is this entire building of Ursula? Are there other people living there? Is it a community house with other artists? I just wonder. MK isn't perfect, but it's not a sentence. I thought I'd heard from Nora's mouth.
What do you think?
As I think about how to answer, I feel the weight of the decision. This is the kind of choice Bliss was talking about. So we gotta decide. Support Nora. This is what she wants to hear. Support, not judgment. She doesn't want to hear this, but it is for her own good. Warn Nora. Oh. So are we gonna warn her or support her? Well, I feel like I'm in a supportive mood, so let's support her. As I open my mouth, I can feel Bliss's sparkling energy at my side.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I can feel it.
She's happy.
But what if I'm just telling her what she wants to hear, so I don't make her feel bad, to avoid saying something uncomfortable?
Everybody wants support for their accomplishments or their mistakes.
The words lift the weight of me. Bliss is right. It's not my place to pass judgments, is it? I smiled Nora.
Money, responsibility, a chance for a fresh start. Maybe you should take it.
Seems like everyone hates MK, except the people who work there. So maybe I'm missing something. And if I took a job there, I'd find out what.
You can always quit, so it doesn't matter.
It's been hard. Laszlo and Ursula have always helped me out, but I want my own home now, my own life.
Yeah, I get it. Everyone wants that. I smile, projecting warm affection and reassurance.
Oh, my goodness. I need another hug.
That's hot, girl! I've missed you! A nod and smile, she jumps forward into my
I
arms.
missed you so much. You're always so supportive, so calm, so sure of yourself.
Well, little did Nora know it was a tough decision to support you. Nora can't see my face. She's missing the clouds of doubt passing before my eyes. Me, sure of myself? That's probably the energy I've learned to give off. Inside me though, inside, my world is upside down.
This feels good.
It does.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Nora. Nora squeezes harder.
I'm sorry I didn't visit.
I squeeze
I
back.
was busy and I wanted to keep everything from here at a distance. A plant like me, well, it needs water and sunshine and distance from its parents.
Well, we all need distance from our parents sometimes. Nora lets out a laugh. It's round and booming. That's the laugh I remember. Then she releases me. We're both recharged, both at peace.
Come on. I guess we should find Laszlo.
So who's
I
Laszlo?
could do with a drink.
And maybe passing out and forgetting about her necklace and those two weird. I stop the thought before it expands beyond my control. Family first, because that's why I'm here, isn't it? Family. You collected your first crystal. Yay! Crystals collected during a chapter are not kept when you move to the next one. The barrier has fallen. You can now reach the objective node. Okay. Okay, Sanctuary of Bliss. Bliss, let the pajama, what is pajama? A pajama party begin. Pajama party. Okay, let's go. Confirm. Bliss's unbreakable egg. Oh, what's that? There's a very creative, artistic egg. When I return to my senses, I'm no longer on Athena. There's a warm blanket around my body, a soft whisper in my ear, and then a playful voice.
Finally! There you are! What you did back there, that was nice of you. Real nice.
Thank you, Bliss. The desert wind fans my hair out in front of my face. It's surprisingly sweet, almost invigorating. The aspiration beside me points to a building in the distance. Faint electronic music seems to radiate from the colorful walls.
Your place?
Your place?
My crib. Yeah!
Looks nice. It suits you. Now look at that screen. Inside it's warmer, cozy but loud, blaring with chimps or chimes and chiptunes and peppy, high energy music.
Pull up a beanbag. Drink?
Okay.
Do you drink? Or eat?
Do I need to? Nah. Do I want to? Course. Tasty's tasty.
I have to stay focused. Every time I look around me, this world seems completely impossible.
Are you real? Or
Us lot, aspirations. We're the proof that you lot, humans, exist.
the proof we exist?
How does she mean that?
Yeah. You exist, so we exist. And if we exist, then...
What was first, the chicken or the egg?
Humans exist.
And that concludes our segment on philosophy. Try not to think about it too much. I don't.
That's reassuring somehow. Even the gods of this place don't know how it works.
Listen, you just need to see the Augural as a board game.
Oh,
You've got your resources, your goals, your supporting characters. It's just a game. Chillax, enjoy, have fun with it.
okay. Chillax. No, she's deflecting.
Earlier, you said that this was serious. There could be consequences.
Sure, but I don't like the word consequences. Too many vowels.
That's not a very good argument, girl.
Don't much like Fowl either.
Is everything a game to you?
No, not everything.
The aspiration's mood shifts immediately. The room feels a little darker, a little less cheery.
The future isn't. The future is important, vital, and the future, our future, is in your hands.
The Augural.
Aspirations have been around since the dawn of humankind. We've guided you, and we've been guided by you.
We're connected.
More than connected. You exist because we exist. And the other way round as well. If we die, you die. And I don't want to die. No siree.
No one wants to die. There's a break, a silence filled by the sounds of Bliss's sanctuary. Enough for Bliss to wordlessly express that she's talked enough.
Fine. I'll explore the future.
Yeah, and have fun with it. I'll be around, listening, chiming in. Unless I'm in the middle of a game, of course.
Of course.
Once outside, I pause for a moment, watching an immovable sun casting its light onto the bunker. And it hits me. Aspirations aren't good or bad, no, noble or evil, they are what they are. All of them. Representations of the malleable human psyche. Should I join forces with bliss, power, another aspiration? It's up to me to decide. The long road ahead. My head is buzzing with thoughts. Now what? Well, let's find out, shall we? Whatever's brewing here, it's big. Bigger than my mother disappearing. I stepped closer to the heart of Reverie. Its blue flames don't seem to burn.
Hey, you still here?
Hello? Was I supposed to go? I turn around. Bliss is standing right in front of me.
Didn't mean to scare you. Sorry.
There's more to it than she's ready to share. I can sense it.
This is a lot.
Yes, it is a
Are
lot.
you real? Is any of this real? Or am I having some sort of waking nightmare?
Or a mental breakdown?
First, thanks. Nightmare indeed. Second, it's very real, Sprout.
I just need a minute.
It's okay. Really. We're really impressed by everything you've done so far. Soon, you'll be able to see even further on the Augural.
How far ahead?
Depends on your choices. On who you side with. On what happens.
She's uncomfortable.
I can tell you don't exactly trust me. Even if I can't read your mind anymore.
This story is a little complicated. So we have to go into the future. You know, go into the Augural to find my mother. But the future is full of choices and we don't... How is that going to help us find our mother? I mean, how does that even work? Let's be honest here.
You mentioned my mother. As soon as I stepped into all this, you knew. And you wanted me to find her. What's going on with her? Do you know Ursula?
Can aspirations breathe? Because if so, Bliss just took the biggest gulp of air ever.
Ursula was here before. In your shoes. In this place. Wearing this necklace. And she tried to do everything you've been doing today, and...
She tried?
She failed.
How then?
She wasn't the right person. Why? I can't tell you directly.
Where every mystery solved, 2 secrets are added.
Whatever happened, it broke us. It almost ruined Reverie. And we forgot. Our minds, our bodies were twisted and erased.
But you're still here. I turn away from Bliss. A minute. I just need a minute. You need a little more than minutes, I guess. Today's been a string of stolen minutes, wild concepts, shocking discoveries.
We need your help. And you need ours. There's an aspiration called truth. They know a lot. I mean, of course. If you could find a way to save them, it would mean the world to us.
How do I save an
I know
aspiration?
it's unfair to ask you to go out there without any more information.
It'll be okay. I understand the stakes. And I'll do my best.
So where am I going? And give her a tentative smile. I need to get back to Nora, meet with Laszlo, search for my mother and this truth. No time to lose. So we're just gonna go with it. Long road ahead. Select a past node to display an overview of its content. Regression. This game is saved automatically after each node played. You can still restart the chapter from the start as long as it has not been completed. This option is available from the pause menu. End of chapter. Confirm. Oh! Act 1, Chapter 2. Act Overview. This is the Act Overview. It appears when reaching the end of a chapter. Act 1, Chapter 2. More glory and more grief than I can tell. The act is composed of several chapters, each having its own objectives. The Act Overview is a simplified version of all the chapters composing an act. This is the objective you have just completed by helping Nora make a decision about the future. It is now part of your ongoing journey towards the main pivot points of the story, the outcomes. Ooh! An outcome represents the conclusion of great events of the future. They are unlocked by the crystals you collect throughout the chapters. At the end of a chapter, all crystals you have collected are automatically transferred to the outcomes. Unlocking an outcome generally requires a large number of crystals. At the end of an act, you'll have to pick an outcome. On the Agorel, you can press R1 at any time to access the Act Overview. Do not hesitate to check it regularly and see your progress towards the outcome you are aiming for. Close this tutorial and use X on this node to start the next chapter. Okay? Familiar face for an emotion. Laszlo's expecting me maybe more than anyone else is. Reveal to nodes. Gain Bond Crystal. Gain Bliss Crystal. Hold off for now. Ask Nora about Laszlo. Cheers and worries. The open icing symbol means that a node will trigger a revelation. Revelation unveiled nodes still invisible to Polly on the Agorel. See the links extending from the icon that point to the nodes that will be revealed. Okay. Seamas Creek or Siema? I look up at the sky. The clouds floating by, obscuring the newly revealed stars. Familiar but unknowable, beautiful but ever changing.
I came out here for like 2 hours last week.
I believe it.
They suck you in, don't they? Especially when the sea's calm and you can see them reflected down there.
I look over at her, neck craned upwards, a half smile on her lips. She seems calmer, I'm glad.
All right. Time to rip off the bandage. Let's go see Laszlo.
I'm curious about this
I'll be at your
Laszlo.
side.
He's been calling her for like, I don't know, a million times. That's what we saw in the first scene.
I know you will.
She lowers her gaze from the heavens to look me in the eye.
You haven't seen him the last few days? Full on denial. It's killing me to see him like this.
Sounds rough. But we'll find a way. Right? Even if we have to outdrink him with his own imported beers.
That wins me another smile. Clearer this time.
They are so expensive. And I'm broke, just so you know.
We walk through the streets of our childhood, laughter bouncing off the old familiar walls. We chat as we go. We're sad that one store closed, amazed that another has managed to stay open. We laugh, a godsend considering their circumstances. But the further we walk, the worse the flickers get. Bonds Marsh. Is that where the guy lives? Images of other places, impossible places, reverie. Birds flutter around my head, facing in and out of reality, and a kindly voice calls my name. And then he's there in front of me.
Greetings. Oh, did I startle you?
Oh! Another respiration.
Where am I? Who are you? Another aspiration.
Exactly. I'm Bond. My siblings keep forgetting about me. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No. I guess I'm getting used to it. I feel at home, somehow.
Naturally. My path is one of community, friendship, and empathy. My mangrove forest is a place of warmth and safety.
I like the sound of that.
And I am an excellent host. The journey before you, Harmony, is one with many roads and even more destinations. I am here to guide you towards those that lead to understanding, not conflict.
I like that.
I know this won't be as simple as that, unfortunately.
That's true.
Oh, you mean your mother. I know you will find a way to see eye to eye with her.
Fat chance, but sure. Let's pretend that's even remotely possible.
I don't wish to keep you. Before you go, I have but one piece of advice. Remain mindful of others. Then your journey may be one of discovery, not destruction.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bond. Laszlo's bar. Oh, he has a bar. That's cool. That's why he has those imported beers. Before I can reply to this newest aspiration, I blink and I'm back on Athena.
Turns out he wasn't even talking to me. Can you believe it? What an idiot.
Oh, I missed her story.
Well, we're here.
She's right, Laszlo's bar. I give her a reassuring nudge and we head to the counter. The place hasn't changed at all, except it's a little messier. A lot messier, in fact. But the rest? The ramshackle seating, the sticky counter, the rumble of the tram line overhead. This place always felt like a second home to me. And there, tending bar.
Polly. You're here. I'm so glad you're finally here.
Hello, Laszlo. I don't know who you are, but hi. Laszlo. He leaves the counter and comes over. Before I can react, he's grabbed me in a bear hug. My phone jams up to his ribs and I force a smile.
My word, it's good to see you, Polly. You look like a strong breeze would knock you over. Are you eating? Here, look, I've got snacks behind the bar.
Nora rolls her eyes. She wasn't wrong. His smile's too wide, his voice is a bit too loud. Laszlo's a jolly fellow, but this is a bit too jolly for the situation. Why? Because mommy's missing? Distant objectives. Several objective nodes have been revealed. It will be impossible to gather the crystals required to complete both objectives. You'll have to make a decision. Will you follow Bliss's path or Bond's instead? Ask Nora about Laszlo, Bond. A family tree is a fragile thing. Be careful how you handle it, Harmony. You haven't seen each other for ages. Take it easy. Serious stuff can wait. Do I have to be careful? If I'm like, being careful and treat a family tree like a fragile thing, I get all stressed. If I'm stressed, or if Polly is stressed, she might make mistakes, or she might make it worse, or she, would just feel such a weight on her shoulders. And if I go with Bliss, and you take it easy, and you don't, have to really talk about serious stuff right now, maybe she'll feel much better. Maybe some weight will fall off her shoulders, so... Laszlo's hiding his emotions. You need to strengthen his bond with the people he loves. Can I, like, you know, see? No. Someone goes away and the community falls apart. Bring it back together and let it heal unity. Ooh. You know, I'm gonna go with Bliss. I think we should take it easy. Laszlo bustles off to grab some unneeded snacks and I tend to take in the place. It really is exactly the same, minus the extra mess. I can only see one thing that's really changed. The photo of Ursula that used to hang behind the bar. It's gone.
Here we go. A Polly special on the house.
Is he like her stepfather? He's brought over an armful of snacks and drinks, including several of my favorite brands. Atina made and spicy.
Ooh. Right down memory lane.
Wait, I forgot something. Don't move.
Okay. Show me what you've forgotten. Something's afoot with Laszlo, something besides Ursula's disappearance. Can I, like... Oh, it's closed. Okay. With Laszlo fussing about behind the counter, Nora smiles and goes over to chat with some regulars. There are a few faces I recognize, names bubbling up from the fog of forgotten memories, Laszlo's friends. They look older, shrunken almost. Snippets of conversation drift my way. He's not been the same these last few days. What's wrong with him? I turn my head away. I don't need to hear anymore. They're worried too. I need to do something. Inevitable notes. This is an inevitable note. You have no choice but to play this type of note when it becomes available. Okay. Laszlo's a pro at avoiding serious subjects. No choice but to listen to him for now. Okay. I try to strike up a conversation with him, but he immediately launches into a discussion of honest politics and the price of importing beer. I let him do the talking. It feels good to hear him talk about mundane things.
Did Nora tell you about the storm a while back?
I've seen pictures. How bad was it?
Bit of flooding around the island, but the walls held and the roof barely leaked at home. Nora helped board up the bar. We had a good laugh at all the drowned drones the next day. Spotted some MK folks trying to scoop them up before they floated out to sea.
Competitive drone fishing.
He smiles and his face relaxes somehow.
The sport where nobody wins.
Okay. Laszlo leads the conversation. Laszlo needs support even if he won't admit it. Why don't you show him the way? If he's too shy to talk in front of Nora, you should give him some privacy. Ooh, I can make so many. Warn him about his denial. Be gentle. Warn him about denial. Laszlo speaks about MK. Speaks about Ursula. So if I like... If I choose these, I can make him to talk about Ursula, and that's what I want. So I'm going with this note. I'm going to do a bonding. This is going to be tough. Laszlo is open and generous, but when it comes to his feelings, not so much. It could be hard to get through to him. Wait until he's busy with a customer to talk to Nora.
Okay, here's the plan. We have to get his guard down, or he'll stay like this forever. And that's no good for anyone. So, it's time for some bar work.
What?
Bar work? Yeah, what?
Just follow my lead.
Okay, let's go. I rise and walk behind the bar as confidently as I can. Nora follows close after
Come
me.
on, move over.
What are you two up to?
Tending bar. Judging from the state of this place, you can use all the help you can get.
The place is looking a little untidy, I suppose. A bit busy, you know?
Gonna do the dishes.
Looks like a bomb's gone off, Grandpa.
Huh?
The nerves on this girl.
Oh, is he their grandpa? He smiles. The banter's enjoyable after all.
I love you too.
A helping hand. Revocation. The X icon means that the next note will trigger a revocation. Little black axis to other notes forever. Select a note with the revocation to see the notes that will be blocked. Okay, so this game is really about making choices. Huh. And some choices are hard. I'm going with this one. Let's see if we can make him talk about Ursula. I start to tidy up, grabbing discarded bar rags, bottles and stale smelling glasses. Nora looks at me confused. Hands full, I jerk my hand towards a pile of dirty bar mats. Wordlessly she collects them, shuffling them into the tiny washer. A smile appears on her face.
So, the Naiads is looking good?
The storm hit hard, so we had to fix and paint a lot of stuff in there.
He takes a glass from the bar and begins to clean it vigorously. I see a flash of fear in his eyes as I dart toward Nora. There's something unsaid here. That's highly unusual for Laszlo.
Nora, careful with the glasses.
I know.
But she's broken a lot of them before.
But thank you. I probably needed some help over here.
I could swear he was about to say as well. So, let him talk. He's ready to open up to you, Harmony. Okay, let's go. After a moment of silence, Laszlo places the glass back on the counter. He stares ahead, lost in thought. When he speaks, his voice is tight and cautious, not the same man we've been seeing so far tonight.
I don't want to worry you girls. Yeah. I knew something was wrong. She'd been acting off for weeks.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
He lowers his eyes. It looks like he's wrestling with something.
Didn't want to involve you. We had enough problems already with the money and MK. I'm sorry.
Grandpa, it's okay. We understand.
Do we understand?
They were our problems. I thought I could deal with them myself and, well, time to figure out what comes next.
So, we did this. Now I have to go here. Laszlo's hiding his emotions. You need to strengthen his bond with the people he loves. Someone goes away and the community falls apart. Bring it back together. Let it heal unity. Well, it's been a long day, but there are still some things that need to be said. May the sun return soon. Let's do this first. Night has fallen. The place is almost empty. Apart from Laszlo's friends and a phone browsing Nora. A lot of texts. I'm curious, but it's not our place to investigate. At least not now.
It has been a day.
Definitely a day.
Tomorrow's creeping up on us already.
Oh, yippee! He nods his head at me, but this time it's genuine. There's a faint sparkle in his eyes. His armor isn't gone, but the straps have loosened. It's a start. Oh, we can see what has happened, what they have talked about. So, he listened to his heart at last. There's a lot these two need to talk about. I understand healing can be a lonely process, but an understanding community can help one bear it. Oh, I don't know. Laszlo opens up to his friends. Laszlo finally talks to Nora. Do we have to focus on Nora? Or do we need to... Opens up to his friends or finally talks to Nora. What do we do? Do we listen to the community or Nora? Oh, let's go with Nora. She's our friend and they have some unfinished business and I want them to talk out their shit first. By the time the last of the regulars shuffle up, I'm about ready to collapse onto the very cobbles below me. Nora has the remaining chairs up and into the storage locker. I make a token effort, but I'm exhausted. More hindrance than help. When we're done, Laszlo reaches up to close the shutter and freezes. He turns, looks Nora dead in the eye.
Nora, sweetheart,
He takes a step toward her.
I'm so sorry. We're broke. Flat broke. The Naiads. We've run out of track. I don't know what else to do.
Run out.
Money's tight, Polly. Very tight. I can't keep that from you any longer. And now that she...
Sure, so was the mother like the...
Now she's disappeared,
Was Ursula like the
I don't know what
breadwinner?
to do.
She's bringing in all the money.
And I'm scared.
Nora takes a moment to absorb the information, a multitude of emotions flashing across her face. Then, without saying a word, she crosses to her grandfather and the two embrace. There's no crying, no words, just two people alone against the world. No, not two, not anymore. 3. I'm here too! I'm 4, 4. Consequences of objectives. The objective nodes may generate consequences that impact later chapters of the story. This will give you access to the entire branches of the future and cut off from others. Keep this in mind when planning your routes on the Aguro. Okay, end of chapter. That's it. Because of the choices you made when dealing with Laszlo, you made great progress towards an outcome. You've chosen the path laid out before you by an aspiration, but the future might still be in your hands. Outcomes may have greater consequences than objectives. Will you stay on the same path, or would you rather change the course of the future? Wow, how far is this demo going? Trusted hands. I knew I could trust Nora and Laszlo to find a lead. The shed. Oh, it's a shed. Is that where a new day dawns? Consciousness returns slowly, and as I open my eyes, they feel like hot marbles rolling in the sockets. Yesterday was more intense than I'd imagined. Reconnecting with Laszlo took an emotional toll I'm not sure either of us was ready for. I checked the clock. Past 10, late. 5 more minutes won't hurt. But as my eyes close, there's a flicker and I'm back in reverie. I open them and I'm at home. In bed. This is becoming intolerable. I wait a few moments to see if the sensations return, but at least need be for now. Time to get up. The Naiads.
Are you sure you saw it in here?
Yes, it was by the sink. I was listening to my podcast.
To a podcast.
Researching about the Oxyons, are you?
I'm sure there's a connection between them and Ursula and... Oh! Morning, sleepyhead.
Hello. It looks like the two of them have been up for a while. For Laszlo, that's not a surprise, but Nora's usually a night owl. A night owl. Breakfast is all laid out. Banana crabs, hazelnut and sesame paste. Fresh mango, my favorite.
How are you two this awake already?
Already? It's nearly lunch.
Grandpa, tell her!
Oh, what are you going
Tell
to
me
tell
what?
me?
No, you do it.
Oh?
We have a lead! On Ursula.
Oh! She's in reverie, right? Someone in the crowd sharing secrets. The next notes barrier was removed after you reached last chapter's objective. The other is forever inaccessible too, like forever. You might not see the consequences of an objective note until much later in the story. Well, at least this heightens the replay value of a game, you know. Trying to getting access to all the consequences and all the story notes. Trusted hands. Power, it may not seem like much, but Laszlo and Nora have been doing research together all morning. Reaching out might be helpful next time. I can show you the way. Leslie spoke openly about Ursula's disappearance. Laszlo talked to Nora about her financial situation. But we have to do this first. Oh no. We have to make a choice! You have to like share secrets. Reaching out might be someone in the crowd might be helpful next time. We should, you know, like broaden our perspective. It could help us find Ursula. So let's just go with Bond. Yes. Confirm. Balkan. It's locked? Why is it locked? Oh, that's what she... Oh, we couldn't do that? Oh, whatever. Too bad. It takes a few seconds for my mind to adjust to what I just heard. Last time Nora and I stayed up late chatting, just the three of us. But here I am, feeling hangover after only a few drinks. Oh, to be 20 again.
I just remembered something. A girl who used to come here often before Ursula disappeared. She came to meet with Ursula. Several times, in fact. I asked who she was, and your mother said she was a journalist, interested in publishing some of her poems.
So was her mother a poet? Or an artist? You know, like creative artist making paintings and stuff, a painter?
Which is weird. Nobody publishes poetry nowadays.
Yeah.
I have to admit that Ursula hasn't sold a single text in decades.
Huh.
Poetry's dead, I guess.
Poetry's dead.
Anyway, I didn't push it. Assumed your mother would tell me the truth when she was ready. But then...
Then what? Then she disappeared off the face of the
I
earth.
mentioned her to Nora, but...
I don't follow the magazines around here. Not a big reader, unfortunately. But something about her sounded familiar, you know? Grandpa actually gave a pretty detailed description.
She's pretty memorable.
At first, I was a bit puzzled, and then I remembered who it might be. Jade.
Jade? Do we know a Jade?
Okay.
Like really? Who's Jade?
Jade! Jade Galea?
Who?
I'm a little behind on Atenan politics, Nora.
Okay, fine. She's quite famous around here. She's organized a lot of protests.
Okay. Something is shining in her eyes. A sense of joy, excitement, not sure exactly what, but it's nice to see.
I follow her on all the socials. We've never talked as such, but we have a bunch of mutuals.
Okay.
I sent her a message this morning, but no reply. But my friends, her friends, they'll know where she is, for sure.
She's also the editor of a local magazine, probably where she was going to publish the poems.
Oh, okay.
There's only one printer like that on Athena. The rest is controlled by MK.
So MK is like a big capitalist organization.
We could check there, see if they know where we could find her.
Sure. You've got options. That's a good start. A really good start. Causality. The lock symbol indicates that the node is locked. You need to reach the key that opens it. Seek for, the key items on the egg roll. Select the node you want to play to find its key on the egg roll. Ursula and MK, Jade's personal issues, unlocked by more info about Jade, unlocked by Jade's investigation. Nora won't have trouble asking for info. We need to know more about Ursula and MK, right? Ask about Jade. Explore the printing room. Underground printing room sounds quite cool. Let's go to the printing room. I would like to go with Nora. Let's just go with Nora. Castello Road, Antica. Oh, it looks so fresh and colorful. I reckon Jade's friends would be more likely to give us the info than our business associates.
Friends first.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Great. Perfect.
I'm glad you're so excited, Nora.
Come on, I know where they hang out.
Are they your friends as well?
No, not really. We have mutual friends. And some similar interests.
Okay. Similar interests? I won't dig any deeper, but I'm curious. It doesn't take long for us to find them. Nora beams and runs ahead. Some in the group greet her warmly with hugs and hand slaps. Others nod in more distant recognition. They chat.
Weird, huh?
What's weird?
Oh, he's there too.
The fact that Nora is an individual person now. Not just a little kid. She has friends and places where she hangs out.
Oh, wow, she's an individual person now. That's so weird.
Ah, that feeling.
Seeing a girl all grown up. Oh.
A part of me is sad because I feel terribly old. But the rest of me is happy to see that Nora is her own human being now.
She was always her own human being. But she had to do what everyone else told her to do. That's part of being a kid. One of the people who seemed to be Nora's own friends, casually offer her a cigarette. She slaps it away. I've never seen her move so fast. She almost manages to hide the panic glance at Lasso's first two. Not quite though. There's a grunt and I feel a smile at the corner of my lips. Oh no, Nora smokes.
A human being who can make mistakes.
Oh?
Yeah. And like every other human being, she can fix them.
Oh. Then she's back.
So, they're a bit suspicious. I'm not sure about what to do about that.
How should we approach this? That's a big question, Nora. And it's up to me to find the answer. So! Tell Nora to be assertive. The situation is urgent. This seems like the right way to go about it. Oh, this is the only thing I can tell Nora to act natural. These people don't know why you're here. Yes, act natural. Oh. Go. You can't? We have to do this? Why? Let's try a more direct approach.
Be frank. Let's not beat around the bush.
Right. Right.
She nods and heads out.
She's a good kid.
Nora comes back to us. She's smiling, but she seems a bit disappointed.
So, they are extremely cool,
Yeah, I gathered.
but they haven't seen Jade in a while. Said she's not even online all that much these days.
Did Jade disappear too?
No posts, no replying to messages, that sort of thing.
Oh, have you got another mystery?
They were supposed to go to a protest yesterday and Jade didn't show, which I guess is extremely unlike her.
Where is
Well.
Jade?
That doesn't sound like a coincidence.
Ursula?
Could be. But Ursula disappeared weeks ago.
And Jade was
They
next.
said the skate park was the best place to look for her.
Skate park.
That sounds like a start. Good job, Detective Nora.
Nora visibly cringes.
Too much.
Yes,
Too much.
Next destination, the skate park. More info about Jade. Nora's about to say something. What's that sound? What's that sound? Well, let's find out. Nora's just starting to say something when the buzzing stops her mid-word. A drone! It hovers directly above us, rotating slowly. Its little engines whines like a wounded animal and moves back and forth. Are you coming to give me like an Amazon package? Having apparently decided we aren't a threat, it takes off, rising high over the city. Nora glances meaningful at Laszlo.
Come on. You don't think it was here for us?
Was it like here to spy on us?
Polly,
It was just a patrol.
you've been gone a while. Things aren't like they used to be.
It's like Big Brother? I guess not. I feel almost alien to my own
Rule
island.
number 1 on Atina. Never say anything around a drone you wouldn't want recorded.
That's true.
Damn things are everywhere these days. City sounds like a giant beehive.
Monocon Zone owns this island, or they will. Control of everything. Public services, advertising, even security. It's all theirs now.
Sounds like Facebook!
Well then, might they have something to do with how Jade's suddenly keeping a low profile?
Her friends don't think so. They said something about some personal issues. Nothing specific, though.
You have unlocked this node. You can now access it normally. More info about Jade. Find Jade's friends. This one, right? Unlock by more info. Oh, we can do both? I have no idea how my mother could be connected by the corporation. They say Jade isn't the same as she was. I want to know more about Jade's personal issues. Sorry, Mom. Maybe finding Jade or finding more about her will give us more information to also find Ursula. As we walk through the bustling city, Laszlo decides it's time for a short break. He halts, leaning up against a railing and thought.
Personal issues. Well, these days that could mean a lot. Money, relationships, politics. It's too vague. Nothing to work with. You ask me, though, that damn company's involved somehow. They always are when things go tits up. Jade seems to be well known, respected even. No way they don't know about her. To be as young as her, carrying all that weight, I'd probably want to escape the limelight from time to time, too.
I can't help but feel moved by his comments. I'm older than Jade, and what did I do? I've left the island.
I can't imagine either.
Well, we all have our own ways to deal with our issues. I shake my head. Let's not get sidetracked. I need to focus on the issue at hand.
What about Ursula? Do you think MK is interested in her, too?
I can't see why they would be. What would they want with a poet?
What if?
An idea is forming, a thought, a little bubble that could maybe change the course of this.
What if they weren't interested in her? What if she was with them?
She would have said something. Or, well, or not, if it was risky for us. I don't like where this is going, but...
He swipes his sweaty forehead and pushes himself away from the railing.
First, the skate park.
Let's go to the skate park. It may be risky, but it could work. Well, notes can also make you lose crystals when you reach them. This note will make you lose 1 bond crystal and 1 power crystal. Well, we've got to do it, right? There's nothing else we can do. We must do this. But Tina, it's like a colorful island. Colorful buildings. We head to the skate park. The streets are quieter now. Rush hour long since over. A stray dog trots alongside us for a moment, sniffs my hand, then wanders off. Jade is a long shot, but she's a lonely shot. Besides, Laszlo claims he has a plan.
Alright, out with it then.
Posters.
Posters?
Posters. Of Ursula.
Exactly. Look, your mother may not be the best known woman on this island, but she has connections.
True.
Hell, the Naiads is basically a community center, and everyone at the bar knows her.
So it is a community center.
We
I was
get
right.
her face up everywhere, tell people to contact us. We're bound to get something back.
And if we do find this Jade, well, we could run an ad in that magazine of hers.
Use her network to spread the word even further.
Exactly.
That sounds like a pretty good way to piss off MK.
Yeah.
Well,
But Jade's our best chance.
let's
If we get close
piss
to
off
her-
MK.
We get closer to MK as well.
Let's do it. The more we learn, the more Ursula's disappearance becomes shrouded in mystery. Was it really the result of politics? Did she get herself into something she couldn't get out of? And is creating a public scandal really the best way to find our answers? Local Polwood disappears, MK does nothing. They won't say or do anything, they're already getting away with much worse.
Eyes on the prize.
Oh, hello Bliss.
You're getting closer, right? You're making moves.
Yes, maybe Nora and Laszlo are right, maybe this will work out.
Keep that momentum going. Reverie still needs you.
Bliss suddenly becomes absorbed in her handheld console, focused on smashing 2 specific buttons as fast as possible. This glimpse of her undivided concentration is impressive, but it doesn't seem to be going as she planned.
No! Ugh. Can you try to wrap it up before I rage quit this game?
Rage quit! Bliss must know that I can't answer right now.
Also, you didn't hear this from me, but Power's getting all ceremonial about the truth situation.
Oh? I'd like to ask her what that even means, but I can't. And anyway, she's already gone. Right, so, Jade. When we get to the skate park, how should we approach her? Try to befriend Jade. She may be more inclined to open up. Keep it straightforward. She may take me more seriously. Or gets impatient. No, it's inevitable. Let me see. Interrupt Jade. Answer Jade's questions. Oh, we can see so many. Okay, wow. I'm gonna go with try to befriend Jade. Can I trust Jade? Take the lead. No, let me trust Jade. Let me be friends, or try to be friends. You can help each other out. I think that's the best option. We arrive at the skate park and my heart sinks. It's deserted, not a single soul in sight. I'm about to suggest we come back later when I hear a squeak from Nora. It's Jade, appearing from behind the half pipe. Time for a charm offensive.
Jade?
The young woman's guard is immediately up. No doubt she's used to being recognized and suspicious of who we might be.
Can I help you?
Hi Jade. Oh, you look cool too. Wow.
My name's Polly. This is Laszlo and Nora.
Hey.
Hey. You're my idol.
I think you know my mother. Ursula?
From the Naiads?
Yes.
Your mum, is she? Funny how we studied her poetry at school. At uni, even.
You have no idea.
That's awesome.
We wanted to speak to you because we thought you could help us with... She vanished, my mother, a few days ago. And we thought maybe you could help.
Jade turns to look out over the ocean. She shifts a little, readjusts her stance, thinking.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She sounds genuine, almost shocked. Her demeanor has changed slightly.
We wondered if anything you could tell us. Anything at all.
That would mean the world to us.
But should Nora look, calm down. We don't want to scare her off. Jade maintains her silence. Suddenly, she turns away from the view and looks me straight in the eye.
When did she disappear, exactly? What was she like the day before? Was she acting strange?
Yes! This isn't the passionate Jade I've heard about. She feels cold, analytic. The opposite of the energetic, driven, fire-started I'd imagined.
Look, I'm sorry to press you on this. I really am. But we really need to know if you two were planning anything. beyond the poetry.
She moves closer and she's still not answering.
Did she mention anything about a meeting with someone you'd never heard of? Was anything missing with her? A suitcase, clothing, money?
What is she talking about? Clearly the charm offensive failed. Despite the increasing tension, I'm a little sad. I used to be better at putting people at ease. Time for a different track. Blocked inevitable notes. An inevitable note is only active when all its conditions are cleared. This one will only be active? Oh, this one will only activate if you collect a bliss crystal. Now I get impatient. It might be better to try and keep everyone happy. Interrupt Jade. Laszlo would do it politely enough. Wait, she must have a reason for doing this. I don't want to keep everyone happy. Let's just go with answering her questions. If she wants to have answers, I'll give it to her. I answer Jade's questions as best as I can, but I still have to stifle my impatience. This is getting us nowhere. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions? When I do manage to get in a question, Jade just deflects with another. Every time I answer, she asks for more details. She's not being aggressive, she's defending herself, making sure we can be trusted perhaps.
Listen to me. Don't fight her.
I know. I'm trying.
The real problem is, I can see Nora crossing her arms and scowling. She's annoyed and getting dangerously close to the boiling point. She expected a different Jade, one with more empathy, I can understand. Well, okay, it's inevitable, so... Enough, don't let her trample all over you. Wait until she's done, she'll be grateful you did. You have to do this one, right? From the corner of my eye, I can see Nora standing frozen. Her usual electric fidgeting has stilled. Jade's up close now, arms crossed straight back. Every bit the investigative journalist. This isn't a badass Nora expected. As Jade continues to hammer questions at us, I see Nora's shoulders set, her face turned down. She's not just disappointed, she's getting defensive. I don't really blame her, but this is delicate conversation. Can we risk her getting on edge? No, I'm not going to do this. Wait until she's done, she'll be grateful you did. Trust Jade, let's trust her. It's not that I don't like the options Power is giving me, but I'm already getting crystals for, you know, choosing the options Bliss and Bond are giving me, so I feel like I have to collect more of their crystals for the outcome, you know, in the end. I try to get more the questions. What did Jade know? Why were they meeting?
Fine. I was doing another investigation into MK, and Ursula was helping. We believe the company was dipping its toes into medical care or a public health program. A couple of neighborhood kids said an MK agent offered them coupons and free samples. Said it was to test a new product line. They call it Egregor. They claimed
She sighs, rubs her forehead.
it was going to help with exams, stress, clarity of mind and all that.
It's a drug! Clarity of the mind? Sounds like something out of Reverie, to be honest. But how?
That's all I know.
Ooh, it's connected! Oh, I know why she turned to Ursula.
Wait. You contacted my mother because of her work on the Oxyons, on the history of Athena, right?
I only found her stuff by chance. Sounds like MK tried to have it burned, but a few copies survived. That was the only other reference to egregore I ever found.
Silence descends as we attempt to unravel these revelations. It sounds like this goes far deeper than we thought, but everything we've learned so far is circumstantial, just guesswork. Laszlo's not taking the additional MK factor well, neither is Nora, who looks dumbstruck. Has MK done something to my mother? Has she? Ask Jade to use a network. She might have her own problems. It might attract MK's attention. I'm not sure we want to do that. Ask Jade to use a network. Let's do this. Oh, it's locked. Talk about the printing posters. Not sure we want to do that. Also locked. Oh, we have to do this first. Nora loses her cool. Okay. Nora loses her cool. Nora strides forward.
Enough, alright, enough!
Ooh, girl. Uh-oh.
We've been going out of our minds with worry for days. We heard you might be the sort of person who'd want to help. Help when people are lost. But you're just digging for details. Is the story all you care about? We don't need that. Come on, Paul. If she's not gonna help us, we'll find someone who will.
Yeah. Jade's a stranger to us, and a journalist to boot. A hardened shell is practically a job requirement, but Nora's words have caught her off guard. She steps back, arms hanging loose at her side. No, let her do it. Let her get, let her tell her the emotions she's feeling. It's clear Nora has more to say, so I keep quiet. We've all been through the ringer of light. This might help her release some pressure.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten so hyped. But who you are, what you do, you seem to be doing so much good around here. I really don't have words for it, so I thought, but I understand. I'm in no position to ask for more. Let's go.
Oh, she's really sad.
Nora.
Jade's eyes have misted over. There are tears there, welling up at the edges.
Oh, shit.
Oh, she made her cry.
I didn't mean to... Oh, hell,
It's okay. It is. Don't worry about it.
The hard edge has evaporated almost completely. Jade wipes her eyes, then her nose.
The last few days, they've been a lot. Like, a lot.
Oh, girl.
The last few months even. Harder than anything I could ever imagine.
She looks up, trying to force her tears back down. Okay, Jade offers her help. Oh wow, Nora's right. Conversation was the right way to get through to Jade. Nora gave you an opportunity to learn more about Jade. Let's go with this one. I want to know more about her.
I'm sorry. Really. That was rude of me. Disrespectful. Not my intention.
No, please. It's all right. Really.
I've spent the last weeks, months actually, digging into MK's plan for this place, and I just can't take it anymore. They own everything. The systems, the records, the security. They roll over the vulnerable and suck up every resource they can. It's heinous. It's unfair. And I can't do anything to stop it. And no one gives a shit. Feels like it's just me out here sometimes, you know?
Her voice is tired, her gaze evades ours, even her hand gestures are weary. Jade's exhausted beyond imagination.
And I know that's not true, but it feels like it. I have people with me, sure. Friends, comrades, but it never stops. Now Ursula and... Yeah, it's all gotten a little much.
Okay, girl, let's help
I'm
each other.
sorry too.
Let's help each other. For a moment I wonder if Nora might hug Jade, near a stranger or not. From the way her arms lift, it looks like she wants to. Let's help to bring this, I don't know, this monster called MK down.
Guess I didn't realize I was so angry about everything. I think I'd feel the same in your shoes.
Jade actually smiles.
Thanks. It's just like,
But the smile goes away after a second.
I'd like to help if I can.
Yes!
I don't know if I'm good for anything at the moment.
Yes, you are.
Burnout's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, so she's got a burnout. Doesn't matter. She can, still do things in her own pace. Create a public scandal. You could have a stronger impact. Persuade Jade to network. This is the best way to reach Ursula without causing too much trouble. You guys are taking some risks here. Hopefully it'll be okay. Woo! Let's keep it secret. Persuade Jade to network. Create a public scandal. Let's go with Bond. Let's, gather people. We need to become a collective. Jade's mouth tightens. She's made a decision.
Alright, I'll hit up my network.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still risky, but it's not like shouting the search from the rooftops. No offense.
None taken.
If MK cottons on, we've got a better chance of containing it if we know who knows what.
Yes.
It's our best option. For sure.
She looks at Nora and smiles warmly. Nora smiles back. Sounds like we have a plan. Well, we already had a plan, but now we have a different plan. Jade has more to say, especially to Nora. Well, let's hear it. As it turns out, Jade lives near the Naiads, so we agreed to walk back together. For the first time, I'd noticed what a beautiful day it is. The sun warming my skin, the breeze flicking at loose strands of my hair. We meander through Alma, the four of us. It almost feels tranquil.
It's not easy for someone to go missing on this island.
Is it a big island?
Everyone knows everyone and everything. Alma's a small world. A tight-knit community.
So it's not very big.
You'll find her.
I hope I will.
Problem is, you've got MK between where you are now and where you want to be. No way you're avoiding a tussle.
When I left Tina, none so concerned was background noise, just a detail in our lives. Now they're juggernauts, unchallenged, inescapable. I realize I'm angry. Resentment burns in me each and every time I hear that name. We turn a corner and the Naiads floats into view. Nora crosses the path to walk alongside
Didn't
Jade.
mention it before, but I think I was approached by those MK goons you mentioned. The public health project guys.
Shit. Egregore and everything.
Yeah.
Was this a job she told me about?
Listen. You didn't ask for it, but here's my advice. You see them coming again? You run. Or
Good
tell them to
advice.
fuck off or scream at them or whatever. But do not take their money, Nora.
Okay, so the job's off the table.
I'm serious.
No, yeah, I wasn't going to.
I've heard rumours. People who came back the very opposite of healthy, and ones who never came back at all.
There have been other disappearances?
Hard to tell. People go missing all the time, especially the ones society pushes to its edge.
I can tell Jay's trying to sound reasonable. She's had to deal with so much.
Sometimes they just move on. Change cities. There are rarely any records. But recently, a lot more people than normal have gone away. And most haven't come back.
So more people are getting
But the
missing.
ones who did come back?
Said they were given this egregore stuff. Pills or injections. And that was it.
So egregore is from the other world, right? From Reverie. So how is it getting here? What does MK want with it?
Some
And
got
how?
sick, others were fine.
How did they get it?
But no clarity of mind business.
It's like a detective, like a RPG detective, like a whodunit. Could this be the moment to tell the truth? No, not yet. Reverie is my burden to bear for now. And how do I bring up the aspirations without sounding like I'm having a stroke?
And bear that burden you shall.
Oh, hello, man.
You must.
Ooh! I can't tell anyone. I try to ignore Power's voice. I don't want to start acting weird and lose that little trust we've built with Jade. Not far now. Jade gives us a nod and wave as she heads into her building. As we turn to leave, Bliss appears alongside me. I smile at Nora and Laszlo as we walk along in companionable silence, and Bliss laughs.
Someone's been busy. Well, guess what? We've been busy too. You're not the only bunch investigating. Bond and Power and I have news.
Tell me, girl.
Truth still clings to life, but they are beyond our reach alone. Even our own ties have been severed. But we are close. So very close. Our world does not cease to be when you are not viewing it.
Okay.
It is imperative that you stabilize your home front quickly so that you may assist us in Reverie. Do whatever you must.
I'm trying.
We know. So, here's the plan. We can clear the way to Truth Sanctuary, but after that, we'll have to summon you. Be ready.
Okay. End of chapter. Choosing an outcome. You've reached the end of the act. It's time for you to choose an outcome. There's only one proper way to bring an aspiration back to life. Oh. Only the ones you have unlocked with the crystals you gathered are available. Close this tutorial and press X on the outcome you want to play. A spark of joy, bliss, well, because you're too grown up to have any fun. Tradition reborn, power. There's only one proper way to bring an aspiration back to life. Well, let's see. How? Truthsbury Temple. Bond is here, so's Power.
Welcome to the domain of truth.
Someone worked hard to keep us from entering. But together, Power and I, we found a way inside.
Come, let's get this over with.
Okay. I'm surprised to find a cave, cold and damp. It's not at all where I imagined the aspiration of truth would reside. Empty walls, clear water, an unfillable void. It could be how they picture facts and accuracy, cold, solid. Bond and Power observe their surroundings. Their eyes are alert, but they seem relieved.
There.
I see truth. They're in the center. They are broken, shattered. I move closer, my footsteps echoing in a void without dying entirely. Even sound can hide in here.
Come, Power. Let us proceed.
Agreed.
To my surprise, the two of them join hands. Bond begins to sway to a beat I can't hear. Power joins a moment later. Soon the sway has become a foot-pounding, heart-shaking dance. Do I hear drums in the distance? The dance quickens, the movements of limbs blurring into the two. Aspirations are almost indistinguishable from each other. The drum grow louder, joined by a chanting that seems to come from the empty air just over my shoulder. Egregore picks up the broken shards of truth and a kaleidoscopic whirlwind of color and substance.
It's working. Keep your distance. This may be...
A new sound emerges, a low vibration, a hum coming from the statue itself. Hello? The cutscene! Hello, dear Truth. She's eating her stuff and noodles, watching telly. Who are you? What is this? Oh, where are we now? What are you showing me? What's going on? What is this? We're getting closer to finding Ursula. I can feel it. Reverie is guiding me through this maze, but there's still a lot I need to figure out for myself. Okay guys, so this demo seems to be like going on forever. And I've almost been playing like 2 hours now. And you know, it's great if a demo takes some time because you can get really get to know the game, and you can really decide if you want to buy it or not. But I'm a bit tired from reading all those texts, and I actually have had a very good impression of the game. So maybe tomorrow I'll continue playing. I'm not be recording it though, because I think you'll have enough information to make up your own mind if you want to play the game or not. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. En as ze zeggen in the Netherlands, dankjewel. Tot ziens, tot de volgende keer. Doei!